Tonight, is Sacramento's homelessness crisis getting better? Well, it depends on who you ask. The 2024 point-in-time count numbers released today suggest there has been a 29% drop in the homeless population since 2022. Now, that report helps federal, state, and local officials make decisions about how to allocate resources to better address homelessness. The To The Point team was part of the count back in February. And tonight, ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen is breaking down the numbers. And Jeannie, why some advocates don't necessarily believe them.
Well, Becca, even though county and city officials say today that these numbers are good news, it's still not a time to celebrate because the homelessness issue still needs to be fixed. However, advocates tell me these numbers can be misleading and don't address the real issues at hand.
Today is not a declaration of victory. It represents significant progress.
Sacramento has seen a 29% decrease in homelessness since 2022. This comes after Sacramento city and county officials announced the new point-in-time or PIT count results. The PIT count tracks unsheltered people who live in places like cars, parks, sidewalks, and abandoned buildings.
When you combine that with truly increased capacity, increased performance, increased funding, increased coordination, it really does point to a decrease.
On top of an overall decline, Mayor Darrell Steinberg notes the increase in housing over the last 4 years.
An 84% increase since 2020 in the number of shelter and traditional housing beds in the city and county, from 1,611 to 3,527.
And noting a significant decrease in those that are chronically homeless.
45% reduction in the number of chronically homeless people since 2022.
While the city and county are pleased to see these results, advocates with the Sacramento Regional Coalition to End Homelessness say this shouldn't be celebrated.
This is tied to another piece of the report where 72% of respondents said that they had been moved by law enforcement in the 2 months prior to the count.
Adding that this new report could be unreliable.
The scattering of people across the city and county through forced displacement means that people are going unseen and uncounted.
Officials with Loaves and Fishes say they don't have data to support the PIT counts report and have seen a 6.4% increase in guests served and a 20.5% increase in meals served.
What I saw in the data was that it said 58% of people had been homeless for 36 months or more. And that speaks to me of people languishing in homelessness rather than getting a pathway out.
Some good different perspectives there. Now, Jeannie, during today's announcement, Mayor Darrell Steinberg had some choice words for business owners who say that the homelessness crisis is affecting their bottom line.
Yeah, Becca, well, he was very stern in his messaging to business owners today and essentially told them to stop complaining. Take a listen.
It is not a good thing for the city and especially civic leaders, and the business leadership are civic leaders, to constantly be tearing down the city and the county. It's not a good thing.
Now, we did reach out to a few organizations representing business owners, including the California Retailers Association. A spokesperson for them would not do an interview with me or provide me with a comment.
All right, Jeannie, thank you very much. And while the report shows Sacramento County's unincorporated areas and the city of Sacramento saw a decrease, that's not the same for all cities within the county. Take a look. This map shows the estimated percentage difference of the unsheltered population compared to 2022. Now, Folsom shows the largest increase, 565% compared to 2 years ago. Elk Grove is also up about 84%. Now, Rancho Cordova and Citrus Heights saw their unsheltered populations decrease by roughly 67% and 30%. Experts we spoke to say it is unclear whether a declining population in one part of the county led to an increase in another.